Okay, so it's been a couple days since the patch, and I figured we covered, Jiro got buffed. Awesome. That's great. The buffs are nice. But there was one legend in particular who absolutely got dumpstered on, no matter what you think of the changes, whether they were, that bad or whether they were, kind of whatever. Queen Nai, I think, is officially now the worst legend in this game. So if you're wondering what the changes were, basically now on Katars, I guess the simple version is that they made Sidelight Delight not true on characters with 4 dex and lower, and then also they made Delight, they nerfed that a bit, and then Spear Sare now feels kind of bad. Spear Delight as well, they made feel slightly worse, although I think both of those are honestly, it's more whatever than you realize. I said in the previous video with Jiro, I think that the spear changes, I honestly believe that the spear changes are pretty whatever. Spear Sare was just so overpowered and broken that now that it's in this like balanced state, it's not awful. It's just, it's just normal now. It's not some absolutely bonkers aerial move. With that being said though, Queen Nai is the only character, or one of the few characters that got hit this hard. I can't really think of another character off the top of my head that has been nerfed like actually this bad in a single patch, right? A lot of the times nerfs don't matter too much, and I think this patch is honestly an example of that. You look at like Val, right? Val, Lasuri, like all the characters that were good are still good. They're not bad. I mean, pretty much everything that was good is still at the top. Maybe maybe you could say like Bo is significantly different or worse. I don't know. I haven't played enough Bo because there's no twos tournament, so I've been playing too much Kaya. But Bo got some changes as well. But the thing with Queen Nai is that in order to get the combo true, to get Sidelight Delight on Katars true, right, you have to go to 5 decks. And well, I guess, and Sidelight and Light as well. But the bad part about that is that Queen Nai stats, if you want 5 decks, guess what you have to do? You have to go down to 2 speed. And I don't think Queen Nai's base is 3 already, so that's terrible enough, right? A lot of the times you're going to be running speed stance. But now, if you're actually wanting a true combo on the character, you're forced to take decks. And I think out of all legends, she probably has the most punishing out of any of them, right? I give Jiro stats grief all the time, but this is just some next level, like, it's just sad. I mean, maybe this character can still work in 2s, but I feel like you're just absolutely wasting your time, right? There's monumentally better stats. I mean, she just has the worst stats in the game, right? I don't think you can even question that at this point, given especially that she lost true combos. And also, like, the SIGs are good, but I don't know, man. That's a hard sell. When your only combos are off of Spear Delight, and they're Delight Sare, Delight Recovery, and Delight Ensig, yeah, you're kind of out of luck as an Nai player right now. And just to show you what I mean, right? Most people are going to want to run speed because having 3 speed is already bad, right? But then if you want the combos true, if you want Sidelight Delight to be true, now you have to run 5 decks and you have 2 speed. This basically means you're going to get put off stage once and then you're going to die. I'll play a game or 2 of 2 speed. I mean, it's pretty bad. Like, this is literally me sprinting. Like, that's pretty abysmal. Right? You play against a Scythe player. Right? If I was going up against like Sandstorm, dude, I'm going to get taken off stage. I'm going to die instantly. The airspeed is so slow that like I don't think there's a lot of cases where you'd be able to make it back, right? I burn my dodge once and then I'm not making it back whatsoever. And it's pretty much for anyone who is really good off stage or any weapon that thrives off stage, a low speed character is like one of the best things you could play because it's so easy to intercept them in the air, and a lot of the times, like I said, they can't get back. But let's see. I always forget if Katar Sidelight and Light is true at 5 decks. I think it might be. But it just feels, gosh, I can tell you right now, maybe it doesn't look like it, but this character with 2 speed feels so bad. Once you play it, like, you really understand just how bad it really does feel. I did say it last game though. The one saving grace of Nai is that her SIGs are actually like really good. They did get buffed, not the most recent patch, but the patch before. And yeah, you still have those, which is why I think more than anything, Nai can make it in 2v2s. In 1v1s, it's just such a hard sell because of the low speed, right? You don't have a teammate there to like support you getting back to stage. It's a lot easier to just get inside Nai and really abuse the fact that she is so slow and doesn't have Q combos unless you want to play this absolutely god-awful stance, right? Right here. Okay, most legends aren't going to get back there. I think a good example, though, if that exact same scenario happened to like a 9-speed legend, you would see that I would be like so close to getting back. When I was playing 9-speed Artemis yesterday, I actually had like a play getting back to stage where I was like blown away that I managed to get back. Speed is just one of the best stats in the game, and if you can manage to get yourself like more speed, like I think if I were to play Lucian again, I think I would play him 9 speed, right? That takes him down to defense, but you gotta admit, dude, 9 speed is actually way more useful than you think. Here's a good example. Right there, okay, right there, that's 2 speed difference. If I was 4 speed even, that's the type of thing like where I'd be able to get back. That's the type of moment where like the speed's so important. And it just feels like, now obviously I'm kind of like, you know, trying to explain everything, but it just feels like I legitimately can't do anything into this guy. Like his legend's just moving so much faster than mine. And once you can't like land that kill, if the legend's faster than you, you're stuck chasing them. And then a lot of the times you're just going to fall right into their trap. So, okay. Nope. Also, I think dash impulse may be slightly worse when you're lower speed. That would not be surprising whatsoever. Okay. It's just, I don't know, man. It makes me question, like, obviously Blue Mammoth Games knew, I almost guarantee that they knew that doing some recovery change would make, like, Sidelight, D-Light not true for 4-Dex Legends. But I don't know if they knew how bad that would, like, smoke some of their characters. Specifically, you know, Nai in this instance. It makes me wonder, like, how much is actually, like, tested with this? Because now Nai, and to be fair, right, every legend has their meta, like their time will come one way or another. It just makes me wonder, like, did they know that Nai would end up being this bad? I will say though, the defense, okay, then it doesn't matter if I'm in a ground pound on stage, but yeah, that game just legitimately felt awful to play, so I'm not doing that anymore. But I think you guys get the point. Of playing really, really low speed on Nai to compensate for not having true combos. I think you guys get the point though of Nai, and yeah, how badly this character got like dropped down on, you know, on any tier list probably that people are putting out. People asked if I was gonna put one out. I don't know. I like to do it seasonally, but the thing is, by the time a patch comes around, like, I actually think this might be Summer's patch. I need to find that out. If this actually is the patch that will be stuck on till Summer's, well, number one, Queen Nai mains are going to actually be so screwed. So good luck, soldiers. But number two, then I need to actually make the video, because that means we're not going to have a new patch for a long time. Because when you think about it, there was Parsec. Then after Parsec, they might manage to do a change. I doubt it. I doubt that they will, though. And then all of July is North American Pro Series, and then like starting at the beginning of August, that's when they do Summers. So okay. Oh wow. Another thing is, and I only talked about on Nai like the true combo thing, but there's some scenarios where with Nai now, like, people can just wake up with like an unarmed Enlight, right? Like if I were to do Dare, I'm pretty sure that guy could have just woken up. Also, I am smoking this guy. This isn't really the best example to show how bad Queen Nai is, because this game is very, very lopsided. Okay, there you go. That helps a bit. What do you guys think of the patch, though, overall? I mean, I'm not a Nai player. I've had my moments where I've thought about playing Nai, but at the end of it, you know, I never really did. I think the patch overall, it changed a few things, but nothing that I really play, right? Like, Val's still crazy. Jiro is better, but I don't think I'm going to probably play him, unfortunately. It's hard to say. I'm still making some last minute, not last minute, but I'm making some decisions. Because I think if I'm going to play Scythe, right, and if I'm going to look for, like, a Lance Legend, I think I'd rather play Artemis, probably. I've had decent success with her in the past for, like, certain spots where I want to play her. And so I figured, you know what, more than likely, I think just, obviously, having Val there still, and then just adding my Artemis with that to maybe help me play into, like, whatever matchups I don't really care for, namely bow and Katars, but Katars, I guess, specifically. I just don't like gauntlets into those two weapons. Now, I don't know if playing Artemis is, like, the answer there, but I know it'll definitely help, specifically for Katars. Bow, I feel like I could just play Val into, but you just gotta be better. Because just, like, whenever gauntlets get above a weapon that has, like, really good ground control, you're kind of screwed. Oh, dude. Maybe all it takes, you just have to play the WWE crossover. What's it, Asuka? I always call it Asuka, dude. Not always. I used to call it Asuka, like, all the time. Isn't this person's name the exact same? Asuka? Isn't that, like, the girl from Neon Genesis? That's my favorite anime of all time. Not necessarily my favorite character, but, you know. Oh, true combo there. Dodge down. Dead. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to end it on that banger. You know, I think you guys got the point of Naya. I ran my mouth long enough about it. A couple of the games weren't really the best examples to show why exactly this character's bad, but nonetheless, I appreciate you guys watching, as always. And I think actually tomorrow I may get the Diamonds versus Me out, so be on the lookout for that. That'll come out very, very soon. See you guys in the next one.